Hey guys, Andy here from Mediocre Hobbies, coming at you with a unboxing and review video, which I don't normally do. Not really my thing. Lots of other people do them, so I didn't really see the point in me adding to that pool of people doing them already. But I haven't seen anyone talk about this particular thing just yet. It is quite a new product to the market, a new box set, and I thought some people might be interested in it. So the set itself is actually this, which is the awesome new Space Marine the board game set, which is a Target exclusive. So you can currently only get this box set from America and from a Target store. So I luckily had my partner in crime in this channel, Miss Laura, has a family member who lives in the States. So she finally got her to go and find us a copy and send it over. So I managed to get my grubby mitts on this awesome set. So why is this set so awesome? Well, I guess we'll wait and see inside the video what I think about it. But mainly it's Captain Titus, or Lieutenant Titus. That is the main reason for me wanting this particular set. So like I said, this is Space Marine, the board game. And I'm going to go through it in this video, open it up, check out all the different components. Yeah, let you know how it is and what I think of it, if I think it's worth it, and if you guys should try and get your grubby mitts on one as well. So before I get into the video, huge thank you to my patrons. You guys are amazing. Without you guys, I could not continue doing what I'm doing. If you're interested in getting involved with that, links below. Get access to a private Discord server and an extra video every single week. So 52 extra videos a year just for you guys. I think it's pretty special. Okay, now we're ready to see if the Space Marine board game is worth its time. Okay, so this is the Space Marine board game. As you can see, it shows off the beautiful new Primaris Lieutenant Titus from the Space Marine game. He was obviously the main character in the first Space Marine game, and now apparently he makes his glorious return for the Space Marine 2 game after serving a stint with the Death Watch. As you can see, this is actually a board game, ages 12 and plus. It's about 30 minutes playtime, and it's good for 2 players. And I'm going to be brutally honest with you, that's not the kind of reason that I would buy this particular game. For me, it is all about the access to the miniatures and stuff like that. The back of the box says, in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, there's only war. Space Marines, the board game, is a thrilling survival game pitting the noble and stoic Lieutenant Titus of the Ultramarines against the swarming and endless hordes of hungry alien monsters, the Tyranids. Take control of either Titus or the ravenous aliens to seek and destroy him and fight against the odds. As you can see, you do get quite a large number of Tyranids in the box set. You get 20 Termagants, 2 Ripper Swarms, and of course, the beautiful Space Marine Lieutenant Titus. You also get, of course, a beautiful gaming board. This is a hard foldable cardboard gaming board. You got the gaming booklet itself. And the gaming booklet is actually really nice quality. It goes through everything you need to know about the game. And not just the rules, but it also goes through some of the story of the Space Marine game itself. Unbelievable artwork, which is unique to this board game. So if you don't have this game, you'll never see this artwork again, which I think is kind of crazy because it's so beautiful. Gives you a lot of background about what's happening in the 41st millennium, what's happening with Space Marines at the moment, what's happening with Tyranids, and a little bit more about Captain Titus, or should I say Lieutenant Titus now, and what is currently going on with him. As you can see, he knows his duty is to purge the Tyranids from every world in the Imperium. Once again, more full page art. Space Marine battle barge trying to fight off a hive ship from the Tyranids. And as you can see, the rules are laid out in a very nice and easy, accessible way. All the missions, everything is full color. It's really easy to follow along with. And you can learn the rules in about 5 or 10 minutes and be playing in no time. That is, of course, after you have constructed the miniatures themselves. So for this bit, you do, like I said, get 20 Tyranid Termagants and 2 Ripper Swarms. This is actually 2 boxes of Termagants if you were to buy them off the shelves. And the very interesting about this is I did jump on the American Games Workshop website to check prices. So in order to buy 10 Termagants with 1 Ripper Swarm, it's $45. You get 2 of those in this box set, which is $90. And then a Lieutenant character is usually around kind of $40 to $45. So you're talking about $130 worth of stuff inside of this box set. And it retails at Target for $40. So if you're a Space Marine or a Tyranid fan, this is very much value for money. It is a great additional box set to pick you up and to get stuck in with. As a person who lives outside of America, it is a little bit frustrating for me to struggle. I was very lucky to get my hands on this copy It wasn't sent to me by Games Workshop or anything like that. I did have to scrounge and pilfer my way into getting my grubby mitts on a set. But I guess that's the price you pay for being an avid Space Marine collector. I knew I wasn't going to let Space Marine Lieutenant Titus out of my sights. I definitely wanted to see him constructed, built, painted, and added to my collection of Space Marines. There was no way I was going to let that go. When it comes to constructing Space Marine Titus, he is considered to be what I know as a push fit miniature. So there are pins, so you do not have to use any glue. I hate that style. I always find that the pins can never be pressed hard enough. The models end up with all these horrible gaps. So I'm a big advocate that if you're a decent or semi-decent hobbyist, you know how to use clippers, a knife or a moldline remover and some glue, that you cut away all of these pins and simply glue it. You will get a much better result, much tidier lines, and a little bit more option when it comes to the construction as well. The way they have this particular Space Marine Titus model built is the head has a little link joint that goes in underneath the body when it's being assembled, so it can only face one direction, and they have it facing directly forward. And judging by the way the model is constructed, that doesn't look good at all, I don't think. So I cut off the ring, which left basically a normal Space Marine helmet connection point, which simply allowed me to tilt and turn it whichever way I please. Now, I always put Space Marine helmets on last, and they are basically designed or facing the kind of correct way, I think, for the model to be posed. And as you can see, this is the miniature. Here's me cutting off that U-joint, and then here's me going in and positioning the head in a way that I think basically complements the model a lot better. So a little bit of super glue was then added. Like I said, they had it turning straight on. I think if he's looking a little bit more to the right, his pose makes a lot more sense. He looks more dynamic and more interesting, and I'm much happier with the result. I did have a little bit of argument with myself whether I should get the helmet or but I've painted a million helmets, and this is a very unique head for Lieutenant Titus. So I was very much happy to give him the unhelmeted head and have a little bit of fun painting that later on. I do actually quite enjoy painting Ultramarines, and I will be painting this guy up in another video later in the week. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Okay guys, final look at the Space Marine board game. This is indeed the full contents, as you can see, set up on a table. Box set itself, the actual miniature board game. The cool board that you do get with it, I actually really like this board. I've got quite a lot of these cardboard tables at this stage. I really like the detail on this one, matches in with all the Mechanicum scenery. It has some built-in walls, some crazy acid burn, some crates and stuff. Like, this is a really nice, like, appealing board. I quite like this one. You do get a decent amount of miniatures. You get 22 Tyranids in total, 20 Termagants, 2 Ripper Swarms, and of course the main man himself, Lieutenant Titus. No, I did not paint up the ones that were in the box set. These are some of the Tyranids that I already had painted, but they're the exact same miniatures that are in the box set, just to give you guys an idea of the quantity that you do receive inside of the box set. So like I said previously in this video, a box set that is $40 that you get over, I think, $125 worth of miniatures inside of, I think is a pretty sweet deal. I'd be more than happy to recommend you getting yourself this box set. I would buy this box set personally. In fact, I did buy this box set perfectly for just Titus. I mean, $40 is not too much for a crazy collectible character. And the fact that I do get an extra 20 Termagants for my Tyranid army saves me a bunch of money. And I get an extra cool board and stuff like that. So if you're in America, you're near a Target and you can get your grubby mitts on this box set, I suggest you run out and try and get one. If you're anywhere else in the world, maybe try and find someone who'll buy one and ship it to you. See if there's any to order online, because I genuinely think it is quite a good valued box set and a lot of fun to have. Hopefully it will become available to the rest of the world, but it is a Target exclusive box set. I don't really know a lot about that, but it does seem like they signed a pretty substantial deal with Target to have a product that is just for their stores, to force people to go and buy there. So I don't know whether Target exclusive stuff ever does become available anywhere else. Maybe an American person who knows more about this can put in the comments below if they know anything more about this. That would be great to know. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you found it a little bit informative, a little bit interesting. You know a little bit more about the Space Marine game, the board game, and you are curious to go and get one yourself. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like. Ask me any questions you want in the comments below, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. It makes a huge difference. Thank you so much for sticking around to the very end of this video. I'll see you in the next one.